When you close your eyes and picture a desert, what do you see? Probably endless golden sand dunes under a blazing sun. But the Sahara is so much more. It's a world of secrets, shocking contrasts, and raw power. From razor-sharp rocks to lush oases and even snow-dusted peaks, the Sahara is full of surprises. This isn't just a desert, it's a living, ever-changing landscape. So grab your sun hat. The adventure is about to begin. The Sahara is a land that lives by its own rules, and its first rule is extremity. Everything here is dialed up to the maximum. The heat is legendary. During the day, the sun beats down with an intensity that feels personal, pushing temperatures well over 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The sand can become so hot that you could literally cook an egg on it. I've seen it done. This is not a gentle, warming heat. It's a raw, elemental force that drains your energy, dehydrates you in minutes, and commands respect. You feel it on your skin, in your lungs, and deep in your bones. It's a constant reminder that you are a visitor in a world not built for comfort. But here is where the Sahara plays one of its best tricks. Just when you think you understand its fiery nature, the sun sets and the desert transforms completely. The heat vanishes into the vast clear sky, as if it were never there. A deep penetrating cold creeps in, and temperatures can plummet below freezing. I have woken up in the desert with a layer of frost on my sleeping bag, shivering in the silent cold air. This dramatic swing from scorching heat to bitter cold is one of the biggest challenges for survival. It's a 1-2 punch that can catch anyone off guard. It's not just about staying cool, it's about staying warm too. This constant battle between fire and ice shapes everything. It shatters rocks, carving the landscape into strange and beautiful forms. This process is called thermal stress weathering. The rock expands in the blistering day and contracts rapidly in the freezing night. Over thousands of years, this daily cycle creates cracks and eventually causes massive boulders to crumble into sand. So, the very sand that defines the Sahara is born from this relentless temperature war. It's an incredible slow-motion display of nature's power. You're not just walking on sand. You're walking on the dust of mountains that have been broken by the sun and the stars. Understanding this duality is the first secret to respecting the desert. A simple but crucial hack dress in layers. It sounds basic, but it's a lifesaver. Light, loose-fitting clothes protect you from the sun during the day, while a warm fleece or jacket is essential for surviving the night. The desert demands you be prepared for both extremes, often within the same 24-hour period. It's a powerful lesson in preparation and adaptability. The Sahara doesn't forgive complacency. It rewards those who understand its rhythms and respect its power. It's a harsh teacher, but the lessons are unforgettable. The Sahara we see today, endless sand and rock, was once a lush green savanna teeming with life. Ancient rock art reveals people swimming, herds of giraffes and elephants, and rivers that have long since vanished. These stones hold memories of a time when rain fell and lakes flourished. The desert is not a void, but a history book written in sand and stone. We stand at the edge of the Sahara, a place of extremes and hidden wonders. This is your invitation to step into a world shaped by time, where resilient plants and remarkable animals survive against all odds. Prepare to discover breathtaking landscapes, ingenious life, and the secrets of this untamed kingdom. Let the adventure begin. When people dream of the Sahara, they are dreaming of the ergs, vast sand seas, golden dunes rippling across the horizon. These iconic dunes cover only a fifth of the Sahara, but their scale and silence are unforgettable. The dunes are alive, constantly shifting and changing shape under the wind's touch. From crescent barchans to towering star dunes, each formation tells a story of wind and time. Sometimes, the desert even sings, a haunting booming sound as sand slides down the dunes. The ergs are beautiful, mysterious, and demand respect from all who cross them. Leaving the golden sands behind, we enter the black desert, Al-Sara al-Sauda, a landscape that feels truly alien. Here, black volcanic rocks and cone-shaped hills rise from orange sands, a stark, surreal contrast. The silence is heavy, the ground crunches underfoot, and the sun's heat is intense. Yet even here, life finds a way. Plants and animals adapt, thriving in this ancient, powerful world. From the fiery darkness of the Black Desert, we travel to its complete opposite, the White Desert. Stepping into this region is like entering a dream, a blinding white landscape, as if snow has fallen in the Sahara. But this isn't snow. It's chalk, left behind by an ancient sea. Wind has sculpted the chalk into surreal shapes, mushrooms, cones, and even stone chickens. At sunrise or sunset, the desert glows with pastel colors, creating a scene of unearthly beauty. Under the full moon, the landscape shines and the stars dazzle above. Here, sunglasses are essential, not just for style, but to protect your eyes from the brilliant glare. Beyond the sand, the Sahara's most common landscape is the stone plateau, vast flat plains called regs and towering rocky hamadas. Regs are deserts of stone, not sand, formed by wind that leaves only gravel behind. Hamadas are elevated rocky plateaus with steep cliffs and fractured bedrock. These stony deserts preserve ancient caravan tracks and prehistoric rock art. Travel is fast, but water is scarce. Planning and respect for distance are essential. Amidst the endless rock and sand, the Sahara's true jewels are its water sources. Oases and Gueltas. Oases fed by underground water are vibrant green lifelines for people and wildlife. Gueltas, hidden pools in rocky canyons, collect precious rainwater. Both are vital, supporting life in the harshest conditions. Water is life here, respected, protected, and shared by all who depend on it. The Sahara seems lifeless, but its trees are true masters of survival. The acacia, with its deep taproot, and the date palm, king of the oasis, thrive where others cannot. Their roots reach deep for water, their leaves and fruit are models of efficiency. In a world of scarcity, these trees are not just surviving, they are thriving, true masters of thirst. While trees may be the giants, it's the humble shrubs and grasses that form the true foundation of the Sahara's plant life. These resilient plants hold the soil together, provide food, and survive harsh conditions with deep roots and clever adaptations. Some, like drin grass, stabilize dunes, while others, like the Sodom apple, use toxins and wind-borne seeds to thrive. For desert travelers, these plants are vital clues, living storytellers of water, survival, and the rhythm of life in the Sahara. Among the many wonders of Saharan vegetation, few are as magical or as aptly named as the resurrection plant. Scientifically known as Selaginella lepidophylla, and sometimes called the Rose of Jericho, this plant is the ultimate master of survival through dormancy. During the long dry periods that define desert life, it looks completely dead. It curls up into a tight, brown, lifeless ball of dried-out fronds, appearing like a piece of dead scrub or tumbleweed. You could walk right past it, convinced it was just another casualty of the harsh climate, another dried-out husk left behind in the dust, forgotten and lifeless. But this is where the miracle happens. When the rare desert rains finally arrive, or if you were to simply place this dry ball in a bowl of water, an incredible transformation begins. Within a matter of hours, the plant starts to unfurl. The tight ball slowly opens up, its seemingly dead brown fronds begin to rehydrate, and incredibly, they turn a vibrant green. The plant literally comes back to life before your very eyes, spreading its fern-like leaves to soak up the life-giving moisture. It's a rapid and breathtaking process, a genuine spectacle of nature's power to endure and revive against all odds. This amazing ability is due to a special sugar called trehalose, which protects the plant's cells from damage during the extreme dehydration process. When the plant dries out, the trehalose forms a gel-like substance that encases the cellular structures, preventing them from collapsing or breaking apart. It essentially puts the plant's life on pause, preserving its machinery in perfect condition until water becomes available again. This plant can survive for decades in its desiccated dormant state, waiting patiently for the single day of rain that will allow it to photosynthesize, grow, and release its spores before drying out and waiting once more. The resurrection plant is more than just a botanical curiosity. It's a powerful symbol of hope and resilience. It teaches a profound lesson about the nature of life and survival. It shows that what appears to be dead may simply be waiting for the right conditions to flourish again. For desert peoples, it has long been a symbol of rebirth and good fortune. This tiny, unassuming plant holds one of the desert's deepest secrets. That survival is not always about fighting the elements, but sometimes about yielding to them, waiting patiently, and holding on to the spark of life until the time is right to shine again. In a landscape defined by its harshness and muted colors, the sudden appearance of flowers feels like a hallucination. Yet, for a brief and glorious period, after a rare heavy rain, parts of the Sahara can explode into a carpet of vibrant color. This phenomenon is known as the Ephemeral Bloom. The seeds of these desert wildflowers can lie dormant in the dry soil for years, even decades, protected by a tough outer coating. They are waiting for a very specific signal, a significant downpour that provides enough moisture to not only trigger germination, but to sustain the plant through its entire accelerated life cycle. When the conditions are perfect, the transformation is breathtakingly fast. Within days of the rain, the desert floor is suddenly awash with the delicate petals of countless flowers. You can see swaths of yellow daisies, purple crocuses, and white lilies stretching across plains that were barren and lifeless just a week before. This burst of life is a frantic race against time. These plants, known as ephemerals, must sprout, grow, flower, and produce new seeds before the soil dries out again and the searing heat returns. Their entire existence is compressed into a few short, brilliant weeks of activity. This spectacular bloom triggers a cascade of activity throughout the entire ecosystem. Insects that have also been dormant emerge to pollinate the flowers. Birds and other animals arrive to feast on the sudden abundance of seeds, nectar, and insects. For a short while, the desert is transformed into a buzzing, thriving hub of life, a brief but intense celebration. It's a powerful reminder that the desert is not empty, but is instead full of life that is simply waiting for its moment. The ephemeral bloom is the Sahara's great festival, a fleeting paradise that appears and vanishes like a beautiful dream. The secret these flowers teach is one of seizing opportunity. They are a lesson in perfect timing and explosive efficiency. Their strategy is not to endure the drought as a mature plant, but to entrust their future to their seeds, the ultimate survival capsules. For a desert traveler lucky enough to witness this event, it is an unforgettable experience. It reveals a softer, more delicate side to the Sahara, a hidden beauty that is all the more precious because of its rarity and fleeting nature. These flowers of the fire are a testament to life's incredible urge to express itself, painting the desert with hope and color whenever it gets the chance. Not all Saharan plants are masters of deep roots or patient dormancy. Some have developed incredibly clever and slightly sinister ways to ensure their survival by using others. One of the most fascinating examples of this is a plant known as the devil's claw, or Harpagophytum procumbens. This plant produces a fruit that is truly a masterpiece of natural engineering, designed for one purpose: to travel. The fruit is a hard, woody capsule covered in long, grappling arms, each one tipped with a sharp, curved hook. It looks like a giant, menacing spider or a medieval grappling hook, earning it its ominous name. The devil's claw doesn't rely on wind or water to spread its seeds. Instead, it relies on unwilling animal couriers. The dried fruit lies on the ground like a trap, waiting for a large animal, like a gazelle, an antelope, or even the foot of a camel, to step on it. The sharp hooks instantly dig into the animal's flesh, fur, or hoof, causing pain and irritation. The animal, trying to shake off the painful object, will often run for miles, carrying the fruit far away from the parent plant. This is a highly effective, if rather aggressive, method of seed dispersal, ensuring the plant's offspring are spread over a vast area. Eventually, the animal will manage to dislodge the troublesome pod, often by kicking or rubbing against rocks. As the pod is smashed or broken apart during this process, the seeds inside are finally released, ready to germinate in a new location, far from their original home. This clever hitchhiking strategy gives the devil's claw a significant advantage in the sparsely populated desert, allowing it to colonize new territories that it could never reach otherwise. It's a brilliant example of co-evolution, where a plant has developed a specific mechanism that exploits the behavior of the animals in its environment. This plant also holds a secret for human survival. Despite its menacing appearance, the devil's claw has been used in traditional medicine by the San people of the Kalahari and other desert communities for centuries. The plant's tubers, which grow deep underground, contain compounds that have powerful anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. It is used to treat arthritis, back pain, and other ailments. This is a classic desert lesson. What appears dangerous or useless on the surface can hide valuable secrets. The devil's claw teaches us to look beyond first impressions and to understand that even the strangest parts of nature can hold unexpected gifts. The Fennec Fox, with its enormous ears and tiny frame, perfectly captures the spirit of the Sahara. Its ears act as high-performance radiators, keeping it cool, and as powerful satellite dishes, picking up the faintest sounds at night. Thick fur on its paws lets it run across scorching sand. Masters of camouflage and survival, these little foxes thrive in the desert, proving that smart adaptation beats size every time. No story of the Sahara is complete without the camel, the true king of desert travel. The dromedary, with its single hump, is a marvel of evolution, perfectly adapted to survive the harshest conditions. Its hump stores fat, not water, providing energy and even water when needed. From its long lashes to its wide, padded feet, every part is built for the desert. The camel is more than a ride. It's a lifeline. Deep in the remote Sahara, the Addax Antelope survives where few others can. With its pale coat reflecting sunlight and long spiraled horns, it thrives without ever drinking freestanding water, getting all moisture from desert plants. But this incredible survivor is now critically endangered, a symbol of the Sahara's wild spirit and a reminder of the fragility of desert life. The Sahara is home to specialized predators, and among the most efficient is the Saharan sandviper. This master of camouflage blends perfectly with the sand, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey. When a lizard or mouse comes close, the viper strikes with lightning speed and potent venom. Its unique sidewinding movement lets it glide efficiently across the hot, shifting sands. The sand viper is a hidden danger. Always watch your step in the desert. Life in the Sahara is all about the quest for water, and some animals have developed truly bizarre and ingenious methods to find it. One of the most remarkable examples is the darkling beetle, a small armored insect that has perfected the art of harvesting water from the air itself. These beetles are most active in the very early morning, just before sunrise, when the desert air is at its coolest. During this time, a cool breeze or fog may roll in from the coast, carrying a small amount of moisture. For the darkling beetle, this is the daily water delivery service, and it knows exactly how to collect its share. The beetle's technique is simple, yet brilliant. It will climb to the very top of a sand dune, the highest point it can find, to catch the moist morning breeze. It then performs a unique behavior that looks like a headstand. It lowers its head and raises its abdomen up into the air. The beetle's hard, black outer shell, its elytra, is covered in a series of tiny bumps and waxy troughs. As the moist air passes over its back, microscopic droplets of water condense on the cool, bumpy surfaces. This is the exact same principle you see when your cold drink gets wet on a humid day. It is fog basking, a term for this incredible behavior. As more and more tiny droplets form on the beetle's back, they eventually merge and become heavy enough to run down the waxy, channel-like grooves on its shell. These grooves all lead directly toward the beetle's mouthparts. The beetle simply has to stand there, let nature do the work, and wait for a fresh drink of water to be funneled straight to its mouth. This allows the beetle to drink in a place where there are no pools, no rivers, and no rain. It is harvesting its own water supply from the very atmosphere. It's a mind-bogglingly clever adaptation that has inspired human engineers who are designing new technologies to collect fresh water in arid regions. The darkling beetle is a tiny hero of desert survival, a testament to how even the smallest creatures can develop sophisticated solutions to life's biggest challenges. It teaches us that resources can be found in the most unexpected places, not just under the ground, but in the air itself. It is a lesson in ingenuity, patience, and finding opportunity where others see only emptiness. This humble, black beetle, performing its morning yoga on a sand dune, is one of the Sahara's greatest innovators, a true master of hydroengineering on a miniature scale and a source of inspiration for all of us. Patrolling the vast open skies above the Sahara are the masters of the air, the magnificent birds of prey. These birds, like eagles and vultures, have a commanding view of the landscape, which gives them a huge advantage in the daily struggle for survival. They can soar for hours on the thermal updrafts created by the hot desert floor, expending very little energy as they scan the ground below for any sign of a meal. Their eyesight is phenomenal, honestly, many times more powerful than our own. From thousands of feet in the air, an eagle can spot the slightest movement of a lizard or a snake on the ground, a feat that seems almost impossible. Different birds have different strategies. The eagles are the active hunters. Species like the tawny eagle or the lanner falcon are powerful predators, equipped with sharp talons and hooked beaks designed for catching and tearing flesh. They are opportunistic, preying on a wide range of animals, from rodents and reptiles to other birds and even young gazelles. They are a crucial part of the ecosystem, keeping the populations of smaller animals in check. Seeing an eagle dive from the sky in a powerful, controlled stoop is to witness a moment of pure predatory perfection, a display of speed and accuracy honed by millennia of evolution. The vultures, on the other hand, are the desert's cleanup crew. They are nature's ultimate recyclers. Birds like the Ruppel's griffon vulture or the lapé-faced vulture are not hunters, but scavengers. They play an absolutely vital role by feeding on the carcasses of dead animals. This might not sound glamorous, but it is essential for the health of the desert ecosystem. By quickly disposing of dead bodies, they prevent the spread of disease that could otherwise devastate other animal populations. Their bold heads and necks are an adaptation that helps them stay clean while feeding deep inside a carcass. They are the unsung heroes of desert sanitation. These birds of the sky patrol offer a profound lesson about perspective. From the ground, the desert can seem empty and lifeless. But from the sky, from the vantage point of an eagle or a vulture, the desert reveals its secrets. They can see the faint tracks leading to a waterhole, the location of a herd of antelope, or the aftermath of a predator's hunt. They teach us that to truly understand a landscape, you sometimes need to change your point of view. They are the guardians and caretakers of the Sahara, a constant presence in the vast blue sky, watching over the endless cycle of life and death playing out on the sands below. In the Sahara, water is life, and the desert leaves clues for those who know how to look. Animals are the first sign. Birds circling, tracks converging, all point to hidden water. The ground becomes a map, footprints telling the story of daily journeys to hydration. Plants are living signposts. Patches of green or lines of acacia trees often mark underground rivers. Dig where vegetation thrives. Roots tap into water just below the surface. Even insects like bees and flies can reveal water's location, drawn to hidden moisture. Follow their flight, and you might find a life-saving spring or seep. In the desert, reading these natural signs can mean the difference between survival and disaster. The Sahara's wind is more than weather. It's a compass and a guide. Dunes reveal wind direction. The gentle slope faces the wind. The steep slip face points where it's blowing. On rocky plains, sandtails behind stones and shrubs show the wind's path. Ventifacts, rocks carved by sand, point into the prevailing wind, marking direction for centuries. Camp on the leeward side of dunes or rocks for shelter from the wind's force. Reading these signs lets you navigate and find comfort, even when the sun offers no clues. The wind's language, once learned, turns a harsh adversary into a reliable ally. In the Sahara, understanding the wind is as vital as finding water. In the Sahara, survival often means resisting the urge to act. The greatest danger is dehydration, made worse by movement in the heat. Shade and stillness during the hottest hours are your best defenses. Travel only in the cool of morning, evening, or night. Rest when the sun is high. Calmness conserves water. Panic wastes it. Assess, plan, and wait. Patience is your greatest tool. Adapt your rhythm to the desert. Rest by day, move by night. In the Sahara, Doing nothing at the right time can save your life. The Sahara is a living pharmacy for those who know where to look. Aloe vera's gel soothes, burns and heals wounds. Nature's ointment in the sand. Acacia trees offer gum for wounds and stomach upsets. Their bark can be boiled for antiseptic washes. Even the indigo dye of Tuareg clothing is believed to protect and heal. Every plant and tradition is a survival tool honed by centuries of desert living. These remedies aren't replacements for modern medicine, but they're vital when nothing else is at hand. The desert teaches resourcefulness, seeing potential in every leaf, sap and color. Nature's medicine cabinet is open to those who pay attention. Our journey ends, but the Sahara's story is endless. We've crossed alien landscapes, from black volcanic hills to white chalk sculptures. Each place reveals secrets of survival, adaptation and beauty. Plants and animals here are masters of endurance, living proof of life's ingenuity. The desert is alive, not barren, a kingdom of creatures with superpowers for survival. Its mysteries echo in ancient art, fossils, and the shifting sands. The Sahara is a teacher, a wonder, and a call to explore. Its secrets will always whisper to those willing to listen. The Sahara spirit is something you can carry with you, wherever you are. Explore your own world with curiosity, look for hidden stories, and learn from the desert's resilience. The Sahara teaches us to see life and complexity where others see emptiness. Its lessons of adaptation and strength can guide you through any challenge. Carry the desert's wisdom with you, and let your own adventure begin. The Sahara is more than the world's largest hot desert. It's a living classroom. Here, resilience and adaptation are essential. Every plant and animal does more with less, teaching us to value our own resources. The desert's vastness offers perspective and humility, reminding us of our small place in the universe. In the Sahara, we learn to appreciate simplicity, creativity, and the beauty of nature's enduring mystery. Our shared journey into the heart of the Sahara may be ending, but the expedition doesn't have to stop here. This is just the beginning. The world is full of wild places and incredible secrets, and we are a community of explorers dedicated to uncovering them. If this adventure has sparked your curiosity and ignited your passion for the natural world, then I invite you to join our tribe. We are constantly sharing new stories, survival hacks, and incredible facts from the most remote and fascinating corners of the planet. This is your base camp for all things adventure, a place to connect with fellow enthusiasts who share your love for the wild. Don't let this be a passive experience. Get involved. What was the most surprising thing you learned about the Sahara in this essay? Was it the crocodiles living in a Guelta, the singing dunes, the beetle that drinks from the fog? Head down to the comments section below and share your thoughts. I read as many as I can, and I love hearing which parts of the adventure resonated with you the most. Your insights and questions help to fuel our next expeditions, so don't be shy. Let's get a conversation going and learn from each other's perspectives on this incredible desert world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Sahara Secrets, please give this article a like, and more importantly, share it with your friends, family, or anyone you know who has an adventurous spirit. Sharing is the best way to help our community grow and to spread awareness about the beauty and fragility of these amazing ecosystems. Every share is like sending out a flare, signaling to others that there is a world of wonder out there waiting to be discovered. Help us reach more people and inspire them to look at our planet with fresh eyes and a renewed sense of awe. And finally, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter and follow us on our social media channels. That way, you'll never miss an expedition. We have so many more adventures lined up, from the deepest jungles to the highest mountains and the most remote oceans. By subscribing, you become part of the crew, the first to get the latest dispatches from the field. So thank you for coming along on this journey. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and always remember to respect the wild. The world is waiting. Your next adventure is just around the corner. Let's go find it together.